Today's 771st day that I'm here to learn. I'm learning. I hope this supports your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Now, you chose career path. You chose some kind of career path to pursue. And how you chose the career path? I find that a lot of times people choose career path that will build some kind of skill set that potentially could bring the income for the rest of your life. But we need to understand that some skills will become obsolete. There's hundreds of skills have become obsolete, and there's still hundreds of skills will become obsolete. So when we choose a career path, you need to ask yourself if this career path is good for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and what kind of skills it allows me to build. Because today I'll share 15 skills that for sure will go obsolete. Because of course there's a lot of things will get obsolete. And tomorrow we'll focus on what kind of skills will never get obsolete. Because when you know that you're focusing on a skill that never gets obsolete, that means that when you improve it, and you improve every single year, potentially you're able to make more money because you become much more valuable. So today we'll share 15 skills that will become obsolete in very near future. And you need to be very careful by choosing to pursue that career path, because if you choose to pursue that career path, it might be that sooner or later your income will go down, or it might be that this career path will disappear altogether. So number one is a data entry or accounting. Now AI and systems and everything is getting so much more automated and sooner or later it will reduce requirements for accountants, for people who really do bookkeeping and whatsoever, because everything else is done by AI. So that means it might be that the team needed to be of 5 accountants. Now it's maybe need to have 2 accountants who is able to use AI and take advantage of it. At the same time, AI will take care of other people, but at the same time, if there are some people will need to use it. So that means that a couple of people will be able to perform 5 people do this, and as I said, it could be that some people will make a little bit more, but other people just will need to get out of the industry. And most skills are exactly the same thing. That means that people that need to have like 5 people in a team to perform some duties, now 1 or 2 people will be able to perform 5 people duties as it used to be in the past. Number 2 is software development. There's so many things that in software is developed by AI as well, or other systems. So that means that software is one of the things that you always need to improve, because software in general gets obsolete. So that means if you improve some kind of language and learn how to do it and learn how to do software, in 5 years, it doesn't matter if AI is there or not, will be something obsolete. You always need to improve, get better. Number 3 is troubleshooting electronic devices. Now devices are becoming smarter. They're able to understand what's not working or what's working, what's not working, and able to really pop up and say that this is not working. So that means people will not need to do manual labor and look into what's really happening in the tool, because devices are becoming much more smarter. Number 4 is graphic design. One of the tools that people are really used to be amazing in it, and now AI is able to create a lot of graphic design that people could not understand that it was created by AI. It was able to create amazing design. Number 5 is administration tasks. There's also so many small administration tasks that automation systems could be already done. And again, this is one of the things that maybe the huge company need to have multiple administration people. Now it will be only 1 or 2, because still literally some administration work that every person will need to do, every company will need to have. But at the same time, it will be reduced work and workload. Number 6 is financial analysis. Financial analysis, this is my field. I love financial analysis, but I know that the systems, computers, are able to do much better financial analysis than me. And that's why I moved to something else to focus on skills that I'm able to really make my work-life dedication, and I could really build that skill set for the rest of my life with public speaking. And tomorrow I will share more of those. Number 7 is social media management. Social media management as well. There's so many tools that you're able to implement, and you do not need to have manual work anymore. There are so many great tools. Number 8 is copywriting. Copywriting is one of the very, very high income paid skill set. And I think that a lot of times people will be getting disappointed. There is so many copywriting tools at the moment that writing is not the main thing that people really focus on now. Because even like a ChatGPT, we're able to create a lot of great copyright for people, for resumes, for articles, anything in between. And people write books just by AI support. It's very, very important to understand that copywriting in the future probably will become less and less profitable. Number 9 is translation services. Translation services. Now, because the translation services could be done and all the tools we have available, translation services is not as important. We're able to really, there's so many great tools that really translate languages between each other in such a high level that people translation is not as important anymore. Number 10 is language learning. Language learning. So that means a lot of times people say that, oh, like I have ability to speak 5 languages. But now because we're able to use tools that translate immediately other person speaking into our language, that means that the communication between different languages becomes so much more easy. So ability to speak different languages will become less and less profitable. Number 11 is legal research. That means that due diligence, like there's a huge corporation that used to do a lot of manual due diligence, and now like, there's a lot of software, AI, and systems in place that does that huge labor with the system. That means that again will be reduced. Like all the people who used to work with due diligence and all the legal research will lose a job, or will not lose a job. That means that you will need to implement tools into your work environment. Number 12 is project management. Project management is one of those skills that will be reduced. The importance of project management will be reduced in the future because there is a lot of project management tools, automatic project management tools that really allows people to not even have a person who could manage a project. Only you have a system in place that really manages that project for company. Number 13 is medical diagnostics. Medical diagnostics. That means there are so many systems in place that will potentially make some medical people who work in medical field obsolete. I always want to repeat that a lot of those systems people will be able to implement in their day-to-day life, but at the same time it might be that some positions will become obsolete whatsoever. Number 14 is tax filing. Tax filing is one of those things that I truly believe that it will disappear very, very fast. Every tax filing will be done by systems, automated systems. That means it's very, very important that if you think about career in tax filing, you need to look into what are the technologies coming in and what technology might change my career path. And the last one is that content creation. There's so many content creation tools that people will be able to implement, even AI that's really that people don't need to do create content. Even the system and automation system are able to do that for them. Now, when I think about career path, now I think that we always need to look into what are technologies in the career path that they chose, and what are the technologies that no one is speaking about, but people are working to develop. Because if they succeed to develop that technology, that means that it might be that it will take you out of your position and will make that your career obsolete. So it's very important to understand that if now is no one creating a technology about your career, it might be that in the future people will build, for example, driving skill and driving Uber and driving taxis and everything between. And potentially we can look into that. Maybe in the future will be driverless cars. That means that if you are Uber driver, that means you will have a competition with no driver cars. And of course, that will be a huge competition because people who are able to afford those cars, who are able to put those cars in place, will make the money. So it means that they will not have anyone. That means that there was no sick days, no nothing, because they're able to drive 24/7. And of course, that's as easy and very profitable way of making money. So that when we look into skills and how we make money, we have to ask, okay, how I make money? What kind of skill do I use now to make money? What skill I use now? And how this skill is valuable now, and how the skill will be valuable in the future. If you say, okay, this skill will increase in value in the future, may be able to invest more time to develop the skill. If you say that, okay, this skill will lose value in the future, so you start thinking, okay, what I need to do to really transition myself out of this career path. And maybe you don't need to jump out because you're still making a lot of money. So okay, but you say is okay, what that transition could potentially look like when the transition style started, when the skill will become less and less valuable, so you don't find yourself really losing money, but and you're able to jump in something that really allows you to keep the same income level. So today I was focusing on the skills that loses value, and tomorrow I want and basically becomes obsolete. Tomorrow I focus on skills that will never become obsolete. So I hope you just win and see you tomorrow.